Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy here, and today I am going to do my May 2025 favorite photo. So if you've been around for a while, you know I started this project in January of 2024 where I just pick one photo from my camera roll and I document it. Keep it super simple. I don't do any journaling. I just include the month, and that's about it. And it's been a really fun project. I did it in 2024 and I had so much fun that I'm continuing it in 2025. And I'm doing something a little bit different for May 2025. So if you are on Facebook, then you may wake up every day with memories of past years. And on May 30th, 2025, this memory popped up in my Facebook. And this is a picture that I have not documented. It was taken on May 30th, 2014. So 11 years ago. And this is Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike was my children's bus driver, and he promised me that he would not retire until our youngest finished elementary school. So this was our youngest very last bus ride with Mr. Mike. I tell you, this guy was the best, and I unfortunately lost touch with him once Peyton went on to middle school and I would be driving to pick her up. I oftentimes saw Mr. Mike driving in the neighborhood in the school bus, and we would wave at each other. But he took such good care of my kids. I never had to worry. He was just a perfect Uncle Mike to them. And because this popped up in May of 2025, I decided that I'm going to use this as my favorite photo for May. So I'm going to clear my desk and we will get started. All right, I'm bringing in my glass mat. I was thrilled when I joined Stampin' Up! And found out that they had a glass mat. This is a fantastic tool that I think everybody needs. I love it because it's got all the measurements on it. It's one big ruler. It goes up to 13 by 13, so it works great for 12 by 12 memory keeping, card making, all kinds of paper crafting. And I have learned since becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that both the cling stamps, the red rubber stamps, and the photo polymer stamps from Stampin' Up!, they recommend that you use a hard surface underneath your paper that you are stamping on, which was the opposite of what I was used to as a close to my heart maker. Those stamps, they recommend it having cushion under them. And so when I first became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and started using Stampin' Up! Stamps, I wasn't getting clear images. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And then I was told to use a hard surface, and this was a game changer. So I did show you my album. This is a 6x8 album. This was an album that I got through Close to My Heart with the Story by Stacy line. It obviously is no longer available, but Stampin' Up! Has a great 6x8 album, and you can get a pack of page protectors that are the full 6x8 size, and then there's pocket pages as well. So that would work great for this project. I will list, as always, all the products I use in the product description box below. So we are going to start with a 6x8 piece of white willow. And then I grabbed this pattern from the On The Go DSP. I got this suite when it became available. It was an online exclusive, I think back in like March. And it's kind of got a travel theme with luggage tags and suitcases. It could be great for school. It's got backpacks, but the back sides of these are really good. They've got some pocket cards that you can trim and cut out. I love the colors, and you can see I use this a lot. I think I've bought 4 packs of this. Another thing I love about the Stampin' Up! DSP is that you can cut images out and use them as embellishments on your project. So I love that one. But I thought that this pattern, one, it went really well with the colors in the photo, and 2, I love the geotags with the hearts in the centers, because this was kind of like a travel thing going on the school bus and knowing where you were at. And as I already mentioned, I never had to worry where my kids were when they were with Mr. Mike. So we're going to use this, and then I'm giving you a sneak peek at 2 new products that are coming to Online Exclusives in July. The first one is called Just a Note. It's a stamp set. It is a cling set, so it's the red rubber. I literally just got this, so I have not used it yet. And then there is a coordinating die set. And I think teachers will love this, and anybody who loves all things office supplies. We've got the spiral notebook page where you tear it out, and then you can use this image to add the lines. We've got paper clips, we've got binder clips, the arrows, the stars. I just love this set, so I thought it would be fun to use this with this this photo, because the story is all about it being the last day of school. And I actually did use this die, and I cut it out using my die cut machine because I couldn't wait. I was just so excited when this came. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do something like this. We'll stamp the lines on that, and then maybe we'll cut out the paper clip, maybe out of silver foil paper, and put it right here, and then I could have the month. I don't know, we'll kind of play with it. So I'm going to grab my die cut machine and we'll do some die cutting. All right, I got just a scrap of my silver foil paper, and then I am going to use some of my adhesive sheets, because the paper clip die, when we cut that out, it's going to be really intricate, and rather than messing with glue, I think I'm just going to make some stickers. I love the adhesive sheets. I use them a lot. And what I like is they do kind of have like a perforation, so it makes it easy to peel the backing off. And I'm just going to make this all a sticker sheet. And let me grab my scissors, and we'll peel this part off. I try to keep my adhesive sheets by my desk at all times, because then I will remember to use them. I'm a person who likes to, I can't just sit and do nothing when I'm watching TV. So lots of times if we're watching a movie or a sporting event, I will be die cutting while we're doing that. And sometimes I forget to add the adhesive sheets, so I try to have them close by at all times. All right, I'm using my mini Stampin' Cut and Die and Emboss machine. I love it because the plate sandwiches are listed right on the plate, so I don't have to worry about losing it. And for die cutting, we used a 1 plate, a 2 plate. Then we're going to put our paper down, and you want to make sure you put it down with the right side up, facing up, when you have the adhesive sheet on the back. And then we will put our 2 plate down, our second 2 plate down, and then we will just run this through, and it goes through very easily. And then we will punch this out, and I am so glad that I made them stickers, because it would be kind of tricky to get that glue. It would be messy and sticky. Now, if I didn't use the adhesive sheets, I would most definitely use my fine tip glue, which is not here at the moment. It's on my other table, but these are going to be really easy to adhere. So then we will get our die that we already cut of that notebook paper, and I'm going to get my stamp. And since I have not prepped these yet, I haven't even used them yet, I can do a little lesson on that. So this is an adhesive back. So we're going to peel that off. Then we're going to take our sticker that has the image on it. Now with this one, it doesn't really matter because it's pretty much the same upside down. You know, it's the same thing all the way around. But you know, when you are adding the stickers to, say, the sentiments or something that has a distinctive left and right, you want to make sure that you adhere it to the stamp the right way. So then you're going to peel the backing off and just stick it down. And then it will stick right to the block. So I'm going to just stick it to my block, and then to keep it as true to notebook paper as possible, I'm going to use my Carolina Blue. This is a close to my heart ink color, but I think it's going to resemble the notebook paper. I'm seasoning this stamp because I've never used it before, and I should probably get a piece of scrap paper to test it out. And I do have a desk pad right here, so we'll just do a little test. So as I mentioned, this set will become available as an online exclusive in July. I believe it's the first Tuesday in July, but I will keep you posted on that. And normally I don't use new product ahead of time like this. So the time of this filming, I am. So if you're catching this right when I am filming, it's your lucky day. Now let's hope that I line this up right. I don't always stamp and talk at the same time well. And when I'm looking through my phone, that sometimes doesn't work either. All right, this isn't bad, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like this. So I am going to run this through my die cut machine again and stamp it again. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. That is totally fine for me. And so what we're going to do is go like this is what I'm thinking, and then we can have our paper clip like this, and then do some twine. All right, so off camera I did run the small heart die through my die cut machine, and I ran it in the 3 colors that are featured in this collection, but I ran them in those colors also because they match the colors in the photo. And then you can see here I have my month, my May, cut out. And what was nice about this is I've been using for 2025 the mini alphabet die. Love this die. You get all the letters in one pass. So I use those adhesive sheets, and I'll put them on cardstock and run this through. So I've got a whole bunch of black letters, and I went through and I had all the letters to spell May. So if we go like this, then I can put my paper clip here, and I pulled the twine this is part of the On The Go suite, but you can buy this a la carte. So I was thinking of maybe doing blue, but I might do white. We'll see how that goes. And then rather than have my title underneath or up above, I don't know, let's just see. Maybe we can go like this, because it is such a short word. We can go like that. And then I thought my logic was maybe we won't even use this heart. Well, let's see, maybe we could go like this. Or do we just want to? Or we can put them over here. I don't know. Let's get the notebook paper and the photo adhered down. So as I share, when I do these favorite photo monthly spreads, they're simple. That is the whole goal around this, is keep it simple, keep it quick, and use what you have. So lots of times I will use what's just laying on my desk. So a few days ago, finished cutting some pre-cut scrapbook kits for customers using the On The Go suite. And so I had this pattern paper out, and that's what made me think to use it with this particular photo. Also, it matched the colors in the photo so well. So you can see I used my take your pick tool to peel the adhesive off that paper clip, and it went super quick. Now if I don't want to use green on this because I think that would look too much Christmassy or too much like a watermelon, so maybe we'll use the blue. And a trick here, I'll show you. I find that people either love to tie bows or they hate to tie bows. And I have customers who always ask me to tie their bows. I love to tie bows, but I think I'm fairly good at it. But what gave me the practice was when my kids were little and they had long hair, and I would tie ribbons in their pigtails and ponytails. So we'll just trim this a bit, and then this is where I would use my fine tip glue, which I believe is not in stock right now, but it's supposed to be in stock next week. And when it's in stock, I'm going to stock up on it, because it seems they can't keep it in stock, and I love this stuff. If you haven't tried out the new feature on my website yet, if there's a product that you like and it's out of stock, it will prompt you if you want to be notified when it comes back in stock. And it works awesome. So you could give that a try. I'm just trying to untangle this, and it's not letting me. But how many of you love the office supply look? Okay, so we've got that, and I do like the blue there. And then I think maybe I like the May right here, but maybe we'll put the hearts that might be too crowded. Okay, so I adhered the A. When there's an odd number of letters in a word, I like to start in the middle and then work my way out. So now we'll do our M and then our Y. And I think I decided where I want my hearts. So I'm thinking I'm going to just do my hearts overlapping right here. Like that. And you know what? We're going to call it a day, because this particular project is all about quick and easy and using what you have. So if you are not into memory keeping, whether you don't want to be, but you want to get some of the photos off your camera roll and document it so other people can enjoy them, or you are interested in getting started in memory keeping, this particular type of memory keeping would be the perfect way to start, because it doesn't require a lot of time, a lot of space, or a lot of product. Just pick one photo from your camera roll each month and document it super quickly. I don't have any journaling on it. Now this does have journaling on it because it was a Facebook post, but I do include the month, and that is it. And there you go. So there is my May 2025. The 6x8 size is a perfect size. It's not too big, so it's not overwhelming. I'm going to slide this in like this. And there we go. There is my May. So I will list again all the product I use in the product description box. This die set and stamp set will be going live. It'll be orderable at the beginning of July. I'm super excited about it. I have some other ideas of what to use those dies for. And I hope you will give this a try. It's the beginning of the summer, so if you have kids, this would be a great activity for them to do on those rainy days, or the days when they are, say they're bored, and I don't know, they may be like me and decide it's so much fun after doing it for June, July, and August, they'll want to keep doing it all year. How fun would it be to do something like this for a senior and just do one page a month, and then at the end of the year, their whole year is documented. It does not have to be time consuming. You do not have to have all the things. You can make it as simple as can be. If you don't have stamps or dies, you could just write the month in. So in 2024, I used the same font for each month, and then started using the mini alphabet dies in 2025, and I really like that. So there you go. Thanks for making May 2025 with me, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.